Hello everyone, welcome back. We are here for another 30 minutes of skills and drills and strength building, working on everything cycling. So thank you for joining us again. We're going to spend the first 6 minutes here warming up. So for those of you who are just hopping on your bikes, or even if you've been on your bike for a little bit already, let's find a nice high cadence, definitely over 90, getting up 95 to 100, and your gearing should be in the, probably a 3 out of 10, around your 30%, which for the majority of riders, if you've got any kind of power output, somewhere between 80 and 110 watts. So bigger riders are going to be in the bigger numbers. So let's just flush out the legs a little bit here. You might be joining me this morning or later in the day. So this is a good time to just flush out everything that's been getting to you this day and just focus on your riding for the next half an hour. In about 30 seconds, we'll bring a little bit more pressure under the pedals, moving up towards our 4 out of 10. We're just going to ease in. We've got an awesome main set today. We're working on short, hard efforts. It's all about basically your sprinting power, catching that group, making it up that little steep pitch. Let's find your 4 out of 10, still at that same cadence. It's going to be awesome. This is actually a great workout that you can just put in the back of your mind. And when you find yourself in the summer, maybe you're at a campground or a cabin or you're home, you've got an indoor trainer that you can move outside, or maybe even some rollers, and you want to just get an efficient 30-minute workout, this is a great one to do. Easy to remember, lots of gains to be made. Nice work, nice and smooth. Maybe check in with your body here a little bit. I know sometimes we hop on the bike and we get a little tight through the shoulders and neck. Little movement here, a little flexibility in the shoulders. Try and keep a little micro bend in your elbows, especially when we get into these hard efforts. Let's find your 50% now. We're about halfway through this 6-minute warm-up. We want to start preparing our legs for a little bit of load. So find your 50% between 90 and 100 RPM. If you can get into that 95 to 100 range, that's perfect. So just at 50% right now, we'll move up to 60 in a little bit. Spend at least a minute here. So 50% is your 5 out of 10. So if you're trying to figure that out without having any power output, you should be able to turn the pedals over nicely, but it feels like there's a little bit of weight under the pedals, not like the super easy, but you're not really breathing too hard. You could carry on a full conversation or sing to the song you're listening to. You should still be able to do that at 50%. Another 30 seconds here, and we'll start moving up to 60. When we have 30 minutes, we have to be efficient with our warm-up. If you do have time, hop on your bike a little bit ahead, just to start turning those pedals over. But we're making it so you're going to be ready for the main set, even with a minimal warm-up. Okay, start moving your gear up towards 60%. That's your 6 out of 10. Still in that 90 to 100 range. And 6 out of 10, or 60%, would be what we would call an all-day pace. So you could go out for a 6-hour ride with your friends and go in at about this level for the entire time. You're gonna have slower times, faster times, but this is a great pace for still being able to talk a bit, breathing nicely, able to hydrate. Our all-day pace. We have another 30 seconds here. And then we're gonna ease right off for 2 minutes while I explain the workout. So make sure you're at that 60 still. Without touching your gear for the last 20 seconds. If you want to bring up your RPMs a bit, just touch on a little bit of a higher wattage output here. Just bring up the RPMs a little bit. Nice work. And back down to easy. So where we started, around 3 out of 10. Keeping that cadence up between 95 and 100. Definitely between 90 and 100. So, what are short heart efforts? Well, hard is hard. 8 to 9 out of 10. Easy is this, about 3 out of 10. So what we're gonna do is find our gear at around 8 to 9 out of 10, 80, 85%, 90% for those of you who have your MAP numbers or you know your power output. We want this to be at or close to your MAP, at least at your 85. We're gonna go hard for 30 seconds and then come right back to here for 60. We're gonna do that 6 times, have a 2-minute break, and repeat that set. So the objective is, in the first 2 efforts, finding that gear and finding how the cadence can work for you to manage that gear for 30 seconds. So the first 30 seconds you might overshoot, need to dial it back a bit. The goal is to find that optimal cadence to hit that hard number and hold it for 30 seconds. We're gonna go in 15 seconds. So if you wanna start finding that 8, 85, 90%, cadence is your choice. I prefer to keep mine over 90. Let's go. And we're on, 30 seconds hard. The set begins. Come on, find that gear. It's only 30 seconds. Push, push. Nice work. And 3, 2, 1. Back to easy. We got a minute to recover, so find that gear fast. If you're like me, you might have overshot those numbers a bit. Felt okay the first time through, but after the 12th, I'm gonna have to dial that back a little bit. Easy gear. Got another 30 seconds, and then we're back on. Recover. Slow your breathing a bit if you can. We're priming for the next. We're heading into number 2. We're going in just over 5 seconds. Start finding that number. 85% plus plus. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds hard. Find that number. Hold it. You got this. We're just getting up that little pitch. That's all it's gonna take. One little push, then it levels off. Let's go. Three, 2, 1. Easy, easy. 3 out of 10. Find it fast. Should be able to get down there within 5 to 10 seconds. And at 20 seconds, start taking a few deeper breaths. Settle down. There's another little pitch coming. For set 1, we're on a mountain bike. For set 2, we'll be on a road bike. How about that? That's already 2. We're going in 15 seconds. Remember to stay relaxed. Let's find that 85% now. And 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Hard. Push. Oh yeah. You got this. Keep pushing. Almost there. And 3, 2, 1. Easy. We're halfway through. First set. Finding your easy. Finding your breath. Making sure you're still loose. Another 30 seconds to go. Then that next pitch. Imagine right now, you're in the Rio Olympics, and there's some of those steep little pitches where the riders can make gains on their competition. That's us. We're back on in just over 5 seconds. Let's find your gear. We're gonna catch that Swedish guy up there, or the Swedish girl. 2, 1, let's go get her. Come on. We're almost there. She hasn't noticed yet. Oh yeah, we're catching. In 3, 2, 1, easy off. Good work, Canada and United States and Europe, wherever you're tuning in from. And if you're in Sweden, I'm sorry. I don't know if we actually caught you or not, but you're an amazing fighter. All right, catching your breath here. 30 more seconds. We have 2 more to go of this set. Make sure your cadence is nice and high. We're back on in just over 10 seconds. Start bringing in that gear. 8, 8.5, 9, even 10 plus out of 10. 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Dig deep. And hold on. Keep those legs moving. One, easy off. Let's get there quick. Don't fall below that 3 out of 10. 3 out of 10 should be great recovery. Finding your breath. Heart rate's more elevated now. One more big push, one more 60-second recovery, then we'll have 2 minutes easy before we go again on the road. Breathing nicely. We're ready to push. This is the last lap. You're Catherine Pendrell. You're in the medal hunt. You've come from a crash at the beginning to coming in third, but you really have to push those last 30 seconds. In 5 seconds, let's find that gear. 3, 2, 1. Push, push, push. All that work. Finish strong. Keep going. 5 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. 3 out of 10. We're not right off yet. 60 seconds. That was an amazing race. Should be back to that 3 out of 10. Starting to slow your breathing, recovering. And right off easy. 3 out of 10 might be your right off easy, which is great. If you want to take a little bit more off, that's fine. We have 2 minutes here before we repeat that set. So we are utilizing your fast twitch muscles here. It's a very important muscle group. It's a very hard-working muscle group that fatigues fast. This is the muscle group that will deplete your glycogen stores really fast and make for a longer recovery after, which is why in events like Tour de France and places where there's a lot of hill climbing, it's a very hard recovery versus long flat sections. So we want to be mindful when we're pushing hard to take the recovery in between, not at 50%, but down at your 3 out of 10, your 30%. So we are going to go again in 45 seconds. I'd like you to, if you would like, to join me on a road bike and a triathlon bike for the next 6 sets, 6 intervals through this second set. We'll see what this kind of work can do for us in various situations, whether it's a race, fondo, who's buying coffee. We're gonna go again in 15 seconds. Starting to find your gear. I think most of you can manage 8, 8.5, 9 out of 10. Perhaps your MAP++. We're on in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds hard. Maybe you're getting into those drops. That little breakaway. Oh, that guy you ride with, he does that all the time. We're gonna stay with him this time. Come on, keep turning. 3, 2, 1. 3 out of 10. Get right back to that recovery. We need to get those legs ready again, quickly as we can. It's quite a range between 3 out of 10 and your max. Enjoy this. This recovery is good. Staying nice and relaxed. I might have given you an extra 15 seconds or an extra 30. Oh well, we'll take that. Go harder this time. Let's find that gear. We are on in 3, 2, 1. Hard, hard, hard. 20 seconds to go. Catch that group. If we lose that group, we're working way too hard by ourselves. We just need to get on the back. Oh yeah, we're easing in now. And we can settle on the back. In 3, 2, 1. 3 out of 10. 60 seconds. No more, no less. We're into our first week of January, maybe our second, depending on how you count the days. Primed for the next several days of riding daily. All right, we have another 20 seconds to go. Our group is going again. We're coming along the upper levels. We tackled Taylor Way, and now there's a little surge. We need to stay with it. Let's find that gear now. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Stay with them. Just stay with them. Look up the road. No heads down. We know they're going to hit a little pitch here soon, and we'll be able to just settle back on the back. In 3, 2, 1. 3 out of 10. 1 minute. That's halfway through. 3 more to go. Trying to breathe. Catch your breath. Keep those legs turning over. You want to keep this recovery cadence high. "25 more seconds. Doing great, everyone. I'm going to take you into a triathlon scenario right now. No drafting in triathlon, not in the long distances. So, in order to pass a rider, you have to make that decision from 12 meters back, and you have about 25 seconds to pass. So we got to be able to hit it, which we're going to do in about 5 seconds. So let's find that gear. We need to pass. We're on in 3, 2, 1. Moving up. We just have to get in front of his front wheel. But when they're going almost the same pace as you, this is where this comes in handy. Keep going. They're putting on a little bit of a challenge. Keep that gear high. 3, 2, 1. We made the pass. Right off to 3 out of 10. As soon as we pass their front wheel, they have to drop back. Now we can breathe. 2 more to go. Take this recovery. You've got about 1 match left. We're going to use maybe a third on this next one. And then leave the rest out on the last. We're gonna go in 10 seconds. Let's find that gear. We are on in 3, 2, 1. 30 seconds. Hard, hard. And hold. Nice and strong. Keep going. Seconds. 3, 2, 1. Back to 3 out of 10. Our last recovery minute here. Let's get a nice recovery before we burn them all for the finish, which is your favorite coffee shop. Last one there has to pay. We're doing that last sprint up Marine Drive, for those of you who are familiar with the North Shore. And if you can make it to the top of the hill, it's a false descent right to the coffee shop. We're going in 10 seconds. This is it. Your credit card's on the line. In 5 seconds, let's find that gear. You never know when they're gonna jump on you. 2, 1, go, go, go. Come on. You don't wanna buy. Just a little bit of pain. We're almost there. Don't let them get you. Three, 2, 1. 3 out of 10. 60 seconds. We're coasting in. Oh yeah, you didn't have to pay this time. It's that other friend of yours who didn't show up for all the 30 days. He didn't learn this skill. Nice work. It's a hard set. Starts out feeling pretty good at number 1. By the time you get to number 12, it's a push. Hopefully, most of you made it up over your max for at least a couple of those efforts. 30 seconds is good for doing that. And when you're ready, if you want to go easier, you can. Spinning out. With these 30-minute sessions, we leave it to you to do your own warm down. Suggestions: spin out easy, maybe up as high as 50% for another 10-15 minutes. Do some stretching. If you get off now, that's great, just do some stretching. Make sure you drink a lot of water. These are high intensity sets. And again, this is a great one for doing on your own when you only have 30 minutes and you want to get a maximum sort of skills workout, power workout. It's really fun to have a lot of these in your toolbox. And it's nice to know you can get an efficient workout in 30 minutes. I have to confess that's one of my summer training strategies. When there's lots to do, or it's getting hot, but I still want to get some strength, I hop on and do sets like this, 30 to 40 minutes max. We got another 30 seconds before we're at the end of today's 30 minutes. I'm just riding nice and easy here. Cadence well over 100. My watts are in and around 100. Just flushing the legs. Getting some hydration. And we will see you next time. Thanks for coming out.